going, I'm going to share. This is really unnecessary to share, but we're going to do our tip of the day. Because it's 9, we'll get going. For all of you who are punctual, thank you. You know how I love that. So you get rewarded with the tip of the day while we wait for everyone else to show up. But this was one, it's funny, I wasn't sure what to do this morning. And I was talking to Maria when I was walking into the building, and this was her idea. And I thought it was really great. And basically what she said was, it's very clear that in this crazy market, you guys as agents are under a lot of stress and you have very, very demanding clients. And then sometimes you turn around and when you need something from the staff, like there's a lot of energy behind it. And she's like, we're here to serve you guys. Obviously everyone on the staff is. So if you can like communicate to us what's driving the stress, like we want to be on your team. We want to help you. So she's like, a lot of times we get agents that come in and are all like hot and bothered and need something right away. And she's like, of course we're going to do it, but it helps us to know like this client is breathing down my neck and they're very particular about X, Y, and Z. She's like, if we can have the backstory and understand why you guys are stressed out, it helps us so much. So I thought that was really wise. She's like, let us be your partner, right? And let us share in that with you. So that it's not just like crazy energy coming at them without kind of the backstory. And when she said that, it reminded me, the best class that I took in college was social psychology. And it was actually a visiting professor. It wasn't even someone, or was a professor at my college. And he always used to use Seinfeld, like clips from Seinfeld to like illustrate the social psychological principles. And one of the ones, and I still talk, it's probably like the one thing that I learned in college, sadly, but it's called like the fundamental attribution error. And it's really important, I think, as we deal with people in general. And it's basically the idea that when you interact with someone, however they're interacting with you, you assume that it has something to do with you. So if we rode up in the elevator together and I like didn't acknowledge you and I was just buried in my phone and we got off the elevator, Angela might be like, Z must be mad at me. Like she was really rude and cold and like, did I do something wrong? And you start thinking about like, what did this have to do? And like, the truth of the matter is it may be like, I was so in the zone or like focusing on something really intensely that I didn't even notice her, but it's human nature to attribute however your interactions are with someone else to you, when really usually it's something else. It's called the fundamental attribution error, which is that we attribute people's actions to their feelings about us when it's really usually a third party source. So it's just something to be mindful of when we're dealing with other agents and staff and clients. Just be aware of that. Just having like awareness that exists and that we all have that tendency makes us a little bit better at communicating, I would say. And so this tip that Maria gave, I thought kind of related to that, is that, you know, if an agent comes at someone in the marketing department or someone on the staff and is like, you know, fire coming out of their ears, like you don't want the staff person to be like, oh my gosh, they hate me, and, you know, be fearful. You want to explain why, and then the staff person can like join you and be your team member. So that's kind of an unusual one, but I thought it was a good point, and maybe hopefully will help us all work together and be on the same team. So good.
You know, Zareen, one thing about that